organic robot, Anthony. Releasing memories, offload, weed. One thing I noticed smoking weed over the years has been its tendency to affect the respiratory system. It sort of creates an upper chest breath, breathing just in the higher part of the chest. Whether it actually does that or not, whether that's me imagining it through the sensory experience I have with my breath after smoking weed. Smoked some the other night for not too long a time though, perhaps only the third time this year, and well, the amount of smoke then I would have smoked, well, I'm not competing with myself nor looking for anything other than downloading experiences for whatever reason. There must be a reason, mustn't there? There is always a reason, isn't there? One can always perceive there to be a reason. Started smoking weed at 13, although it was probably cannabis at the time. People around here call cannabis weed. A number of those British tricks of redefining things. Smoked it as a consequence of wanting to please my brother, who rolled the joint for me. Although I was not consciously, I'll smoke this joint to please my brother, I was spending an afternoon with my brother, venturing into the countryside, and he was at the time glamoured by the 60s hippie, anti-war, the man's a bad man, and if we all smoked weed and tuned in, dropped out, and something, the world would be a better place. Tried it later, turned everybody on. They turned it into a criminal business. Perhaps they were criminals already, we all are, we all have been, I have been all my life, one way or another, for whatever reason, not quite sure why, yet beyond depravity and bullying and stuff. So I smoked it because I was with him and he rolled it, and it's not that I didn't dare say no, I willingly participated, though it was from a pleasing others perspective, if anything, and perhaps a peer pressure point where my glorious brother must know what's right because he's my glorious brother sort of thing. Continue to smoke at weekends, visiting my brother and his hippie friends who were of the same mind. If everybody turned on, tuned in, dropped out, the world would be a better place. How can that possibly be? We all drop out. Into what? Drop out. Anyway, that's besides that point. And I had noticed, smoked it extensively, jumps there, schizoid in the programming, that might be extreme, though such thoughts as everybody, if the world turned onto LSD and weed, the world would be a better place is rather than extreme. Yeah. Extreme. Is that the stream or extreme? stream, currents, streams, currents, call them what you will, you're making it up. That's a fact. Does that mean I'm making this up? What does making it up actually mean? Making it up. Making it up. To make it up, it must have to be down. Surely. I am not. It. I am not. It. I am not. It. I am not. It. I am not. I am not it. I am not. Fucking hell. It. It is a pronoun. I am not. I am. I am. I am not. I am. I am not. Blame the Muans. Blame the Muans. Muans. If you want stories, I can make them up. Obviously. Where were we? 6 minutes. We call that blether where we come from. Where that is, I'm not quite sure at the moment, specifically, definitively. Where I resided most of my days, most of my moments, you would have called it blether. It's a Scottish word actually. I'm of Scottish ancestry apparently, though it's not something I crave or want, nor glamour myself with. Smoking weed. So this upper chest, this respiratory system effect that it gives, why am I telling you? Well, there are very various reasons. One is I smoked some weed the other night, and the return back to the usual, let's call it, breathing state is bumpy. You could say bumpy. What's bumpy mean? So it's not actually bumpy, actually. Is it a metaphor? Possibly. This is metaphorically bumpy, returning to breath after smoking weed. I'm only telling you because I know from experience, though whether my experience is the experience everyone or anyone else will have participating in the same participations is another thing altogether. And what I noticed with this respiratory change, this upper chest, this upper respiratory effect, is that you could possibly, probably, more than likely, meaning I haven't tried it, I have only considered the possibilities of it being possible, that you could attain the same state of respiratory effect through breathing exercises. Anybody wants to try it, breathing exercises, I have several A4 pages of them, variants on the 4 square breath in many ways. The Hatha Yoga, just get the Hatha Yoga book, you'll find them in there, that's where mine came from, though I have them. This sort of variants, not variants on the 4 square breath as such, they are breathing exercises, 4 square breath of breathing exercise if it's anything. Although it's probably, there's nothing probably, either it is or it isn't. For instance, one of the exercises is breath counts to 4 in and out, holding them for two, things like that. Cleansing breath, for instance. Very useful if you've been smoking weed or any other stimulant. I'm getting rather I can't remember now what it was. I've been forgiving myself for it. Trying to change my broadband account. The place I'm moving to doesn't have a fibre optic network. Though the machine says on one page it's okay, they can do it out telephone line, it's going to be a fibre a month cheaper. I can do with that fibre, buy a new bed with it. I need a bed. So swapping it over, the address over, I end up pulling my hair out, but I haven't got any. Thinking, oh, I'll just go and cancel the direct debit, breathe a few times and start again with another company if necessary. Though what I'm going to do, that I've got some phone numbers, I've got some telephone numbers off the internet. Well, I don't have a telephone, not connected to dial out, so now I've got one that'll call in. But I only got that so I could get somewhere to live. Now I've got somewhere to live. Well, it'd be stupid to throw it away, and that's the trick in it. I didn't want a telephone, though I had to get one so that I could find somewhere to live. 2 years down the line I find somewhere to live. Then I think, well, I've got a telephone. What's the point in throwing it away? I might as well keep it. I don't carry it around me because, well, I'm not bothered divulging the reasons. There are reasons. There's always reasons, isn't there? Isn't there always a reason? One way or another. Well, we always seem to imagine there is. If there really, truly is or not, I don't know, because the mind will have you believing anything you want, and that is a fact. Venomous, Anthony. Tried and tested, yes, the mind has been having me. Or have I been having it? Round. Stimulation. Stimulants. I bought some caffeine tea. I'm having to go and clean the new flat and no. Not using caffeine or relying on the caffeine for stimulating my movements has left me rather in the sort of bowl, poetically speaking, whereas the caffeine would have you up there. I'm in this bowl, and before I get back up there where I don't need any caffeine, but I'm on the same level, I'm in this bowl. And so I bought some caffeine tea, thinking it would be useful. Fucking hell. I mean, it's not the same as coffee though. Well, there's something that's frustration. I give myself, as I've let myself to define myself as frustrating. We're going to tell you so much more about it. If you want to know about weed, Bruce Lee, Jack, there might have been other dimensional beings spoke about it. Yeah, I can verify everything they said and more, and see it from a different perspective to them, which would cause quibbles in definitions and experiences of, though no less, what they say is true. I can't state I'll never smoke any more marijuana, because it's like an old lover who keeps visiting and tempting. Though I'm under no obligation, I'm under no illusion. I do like it, her, that's all. though not so much that I will move in or marry you or her again ever, actually. The occasional visit, until one thing with drug experiences, at the end of it you will find the experience was not validly necessary. Thank you, my video time has run out.